Let me continue my mutton busting rant. It was delightful. They open the gate, you see a sheep shoot out, and then you see a little kid fly off the back of it, and then it just keeps happening. It's amazing.
How fast were they going out of the gate? Were they
You know
moving?
how fast sheep get, like 60, 70 miles an hour? So
Why
little
would these
sheep
guys have
shot
put
out like
up
a
for
bullet
that
out of a
though?
gun.
So they didn't know not one kid hung on.
No, not one.
Basically just
None of them
watched
had
this
it.
little kid fall off the sheep.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Moving Forward podcast. We have an entire full group with us today. But first, let's give a quick shout out to the social medias. Of course, follow us on anywhere on Instagram, Moving Forward Pod. Forward will be FWD, then Pod. That's TikTok, or that's Instagram and Twitter. And then TikTok, it's the Moving Forward Pod. And then if you want to see all of our ugly faces, you can follow the YouTube where I post the video version of every single podcast. But that being said, let's move into our first segment, which is Word of the Day. The word of the day, Saltigrade. Saltigrade, right? Saltgrade.
Can we use that in
Something
a
like that.
sentence, please?
Yeah,
Salt.
let me pull let me pull up that sentence again.
Yeah. So basically, it means moving by leaping. But now, Mike, please explain to us. Use it in a sentence, please.
Yeah, 1 second here.
Okay.
So, um, manic existence is at the mercy of a sequence of jumps over reality, constituting a saltigrade present marked by fitting restlessness.
Okay, perfect. All
Yeah,
right.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Word of the
I'm
day
de-
is
really
saltigrade.
cleared things up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also the punishment for anybody who doesn't say the word, they're going to have to do a shotgun video / embarrassing picture that will be posted on all the social medias. So look forward to that. Whoever doesn't say the word during the episode is going to have to do it. So you don't get it in, you don't get it in. And then, of course, Adam and Logan will veto if they feel like it wasn't good enough. So let's move it in. So it's been a pretty slow sports schedule right now. Basketball summer league coming to an end. Football being preseason, not really that interesting, and who cares about baseball? So we're just gonna do Overreaction Sunday, where we talk about all different types of sports. And yeah, Sean has a pretty good one because I think the second coming of one of the greatest players of all time is on the Detroit Pistons. So Sean, what's your overreaction this Sunday?
Yeah, I have to give a big overreaction to Luka Garza right now. The way he's playing, it's this is such a big leap. He's reminding me a little bit of Jokic. A little bit of Jokic, like the way he's shooting the ball, he's spreading the floor, pick and popping. He obviously can't pass like Jokic at all, but he looks really good, and a lot of other Pistons rookies look really good. So, yeah, I think we got a nice second round steal on our hands.
Yeah, I'm starting to get concerned. It's going to come down to nut crunching time here the next couple days and over the next month or so of who's basically going to be on the actual roster. Will it be Luka Garza or terrible Tyler Cook? And I'm hoping to
Well,
God it
Luka
is Luka
Garza,
Garza.
sorry, I cut you off. Luka Garza can catch the ball, so let's
Yeah,
start there. That gives him a nice advantage over Tyler Cook. And I just love the way Luca plays, man. He just plays hard. I saw a nice quote from him today too. He's like, "I know everyone in the NBA can outrun me when we run full court, like in a dead sprint, but I don't think everyone's gonna run a dead sprint every time down the floor." And he said, "I will do that." So he's got a great attitude. He works hard. Mic'd up, he was pretty funny too. He was just talking shit the entire game, letting people know every time he made a sweet Dirk fadeaway. So yeah, for my overreaction Sunday, Luca is gonna be better. He's gonna be the best Luca in the NBA. How about that?
that's
I think he already is. I think
yeah,
that's given
That's
already.
perfectly
I
measured,
mean,
not overreaction.
not an
I think that's a
overreaction
bit
at
of an
all.
underreaction.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Michael.
All right. My overreaction is I don't. It just happened, but the Los Angeles Clippers are trading Patrick Beverly, Rondo, and Daniel Arturo for to the Memphis Grizzlies for Eric Bledsoe. Again, I think it's a bit of an underreaction here, but I think this makes the Clippers the team to beat in the West this year, maybe even the team to beat in the NBA in general, and probably one of the best teams of all time, with the addition
Spin
of Eric Bledsoe.
spin zone. I think the Memphis Grizzlies are going to be the best team because Daniel Arturo is an all-time great Minnesota Golden Gopher. So I think they're going to be really, really
Fits
good.
better with Memphis than Patrick Beverly, though. He might have found a new home. He could have a career rejuvenation there. Grind
Y-
City.
I'm pretty mad because I really like the Grizzlies and I really hate Patrick Beverley, so that's ruined that a bit for me. But I also hate Bledsoe, so I'm happy that he's on the Clippers, a team that I despise and hate.
Yeah, Woj tweeted that both that all the all the players who made it to Memphis are not guaranteed a spot on the team. So
Ah,
they
Ah,
might trade them, they might
my theory just got
dump
blown.
them. I mean, none of those guys are bringing the Grizzlies anywhere special. So
I just can't. How do you trade 3 players for Eric Bledsoe?
yeah, I don't get it either. I mean, it makes no sense at all. Especially like a
yeah,
team that made the Western Conference Finals. Like you're not going to get better with Eric Bledsoe.
It's just such a nice, fun, dumb NBA trade that just happened. Just keep the news cycle going for the NBA. It's getting a little bit
It's
dull. All the
it's
stars are
very
not playing
Clippers.
in the summer league. Let's just
Yeah,
make a weird trade now.
yeah. This feels very like Clippers when they traded for Luke Kennard last year esque, like super random. And now I have a feeling like out of nowhere we're gonna see them like extend Bledsoe for like 3 years for like $12 million, and I'll just think to myself like, what the fuck are the Clippers doing? Like I don't know how the Clippers can afford to pay Kawhi Leonard and then play or not Reggie Jackson, Paul George, but then continue also to give Marcus Morris his huge contract and Luke Kennard. Like why those
Salary
guys?
cap doesn't exist. I'm convinced of that.
You might be right.
It doesn't make sense. Because you can just pay the luxury tax. It doesn't even matter. You can go over it. If you're rich, you have a rich owner, he's just going to pay the tax and then you'll be fine. It's
Yeah.
bullshit. I don't understand it.
Hmm.
Why do we even have a salary cap?
I don't know. Might as well make it baseball.
Yeah.
Okay, my overreaction. It's the first week of the NFL preseason is officially over, and we've seen most of the NFL rookies play. But my overreaction is Justin Fields might be the second coming of Jesus. Zach Wilson is Mitchell Trubisky 2.0, and Trey Lance is like basically Josh Allen 2.0. So Justin Fields was 14 for 20 for 142 yards, one throwing touchdown, and then 5 for 33 on rushing. Right when Aaron Rodgers is about to leave the NFC North, we're now going to have to deal with Justin Fields for the next 15 years, and he's going to be absolutely a stud. So that's my overreaction. It's a little bit sad, but also at the same time, like, he's sick. He's absolutely sick.
Yeah, it didn't really help for Lions fans in particular, going from watching Jared Goff, whatever shit show that was, this past Friday night, and then transitioning the next day to Justin Fields having a coming out party and looking good on his feet, looking good throwing the ball. So, yeah, it looks like there'll be another 10 to 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of misery for Lions fans. Will it ever end?
No.
honestly, I as much as I hate the Packers, I have a lot of Bears fans friends, and I really want them to suffer still. I really hope Justin Fields ends up like benched by week 3.
Oh,
That's my hope.
he definitely will. And yeah, I think that Justin Fields is by far better than Andy Dalton. And I don't know what the Bears are doing. Like, they need to win right now, and their best option is going to be Justin Fields. And I still think they're going to put Andy Dalton out there for at least like the first like 3 to 4 weeks of the season. So I guess the Bears fans will suffer a little bit because they're going to have to watch the Red Rifle sling the ball out there when Justin Fields is just sitting there with a thumb up his ass waiting to go.
Well, we need to cherish those days mightily because that's the last remaining days of the Bears not having a good quarterback and having a goofy dude under center. So we really need to cherish that and just hold on to that feeling that we used to have. Now the Bears are good, not only on defense, but offense. So
Maybe.
I hate the
I'm still
NFL.
holding out hope he's a
Love it.
bust.
Hmm. Well,
Fingers crossed.
from what I saw, I don't think he's going to be a bust. But moving on to our next segment, we are now going into love hate. We haven't heard from our producers Logan and Adam yet, so how about one of you guys give me your love for this week?
Alrighty, I'll start it off here. My love is going to be Miguel Cabrera and his chase for 500 home runs. Miguel Cabrera, it seems like the last. I know it's not a month, but it feels like it's been a month since he's been at 12 home runs on the year, 499 career. And every time I'm at like a bar or restaurant watching a Tigers game, they put the little thing up. It says 499 career home runs. I feel like I'm getting deja vu, and everyone stands up, has their phone out, and then he usually hits a dribbler over to the right side of the field, um, or swings on a breaking curveball in the dirt. So I don't know. It's going to happen eventually. We're going to see it, but it just feels like it's happening over and over again, and it's getting pretty funny at this point.
I love Miguel, and I really want him to get that home run, but I think it'd be absolutely hilarious if he just the whole entire rest of the year he just doesn't hit a home run. And every single game, everyone just stands up and waits for it to happen. Then the season just ends, and then he retires after the season. Ends at 499.
What if every at bat that he gets, he just tries to lay down a bunt for the rest of the year?
I think it would work. I don't think anyone would see it coming, and then we get to watch his slow fat ass try to jog to first base. But I think so many people would be staring, looking to see if the ball went out. Like, did he somehow find a way to bunt a home run? And they'll just all be sitting there with their phones, and as it slowly rolls 5 feet, he's just running.
But running is a little overzealous. He'd probably be like limping on those busted ass legs.
Carrying his upper body. That's probably the best way to describe his running motion. But I'm going to the game Thursday, so I'm praying he hits the home run there. I can get some on-the-site content for us. But yeah, I'm actually hoping for chaos at this point because it's pretty funny to see everyone get excited and then him just keep letting everyone down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my love for the week.
Adam, would you like to share yours?
Yep. So my love for the week is I know we talked a lot about, Pistons basketball and Luka Garza, but Jonathan Kuminga is probably my love for the week. He not only has a great nickname and
Come bucket.
Yep.
Cum bucket.
The
Yep.
cum bucket.
He's the cum bucket.
But I don't know. He's just playing so well for these past few weeks, and for the Warriors to get him where they got him in the draft, I think it's going to be one of the bigger steals of the draft. And I don't know. He had a nasty move and dunk to finish out the first half yesterday.
It was
What, like,
absolutely
That thing was
insane.
filthy.
Yeah,
That
the
thing
news
Oh,
was
yeah.
crazy.
insane.
Yeah. So yeah, Jonathan Kuminga, aka Cum Bucket, is
He's
my
about
love
to
for the
move to the
week.
front of the league in nicknames.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
Greek Freak, King James, and Cum Bucket.
it
Yeah,
is the
seeing
best
him like
nickname.
it's a horrible nickname, and I feel so bad for the guy. But that move was crazy. I seeing him like do that cross and then Saltigrade into the lane for a big dunk, like right as the buzzer went. That was crazy.
You fucker.
Yeah,
That was
absolutely
good.
insane. He was
That was good.
Yeah, that was really good. I don't know. He's going to be an absolute steal at 7 because I don't know. It's hard to overreact because Giddey hasn't played, but like I've just been so impressed with every single rookie, and we've hardly seen Giddey play. So it started slowly in my mind. Like I'm telling myself, like Giddey's going to be the big bust of like the top 10 players, and I know he hasn't even played, but I'm just wondering why the Thunder didn't take like such a freak athlete like Kuminga at 6th, especially with a team that has to be rebuilding for however long they're going to be with all these first round picks. Like I would love a guy like that on my team, not Josh Giddey, a guy who's super slow and can't really shoot.
Yeah, I'd be coming buck if I was a Thunder fan and they drafted him.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So Cum Buckets is a great nickname. Speaking of great things, I watched The Kissing Booth Part 3 by myself alone in my room Friday night after finishing a 10-hour shift at work. I'll preface it I've been obsessed with these Kissing Booth movies. They're really crappy Netflix movies, and like it feels like they've pumped out 3 of them in 3 years, and they absolutely suck. But I love them every time I see them, and you know what? This one got me a little emotional, and I was like, I hate to see the Kissing Booth saga end, and it ends, and great things in life sometimes have to come to an end, and I'm a little teary-eyed just thinking about it right now.
What are the movies about?
So
Yeah, I've never even heard of him.
So basically, these
Nice.
2 high school kids come up with an idea to have a kissing booth as a fundraiser for their high school. And that's the premise of the first movie. Pretty good. The girl falls in love with her best friend's brother. That's like a whole issue because they have a bunch of rules. So that's the first movie. The second movie, there's another new love interest while the boyfriend's away at college in Harvard. And will she pick the new guy? Will she pick the boyfriend? In the end, she picks the boyfriend. The third movie, the old love interest is back again while she's trying to pick between Harvard or UCLA, and she can't pick. Oh my god, what am I going to do? She picks Harvard, but the boyfriend's like, are you just doing that for me? They break up at the end. She picks USC, and she becomes a video game designer with a super short haircut. So that's the synopsis of all 3 movies.
That's
Why is that your like go-to movie? Like for
It's not
Yeah,
my
dude,
it's not my go-to movie. It's just like, I've seen the first 2 and I want to see the third one, so I'm going to watch the third one when it comes out.
I think The
You watch
Bachelorette
me.
left a hole in your heart that you need to feel with something.
Yeah,
Both of
I'm all there
tough
with
to
you on The
watch.
Bachelorette, any kind of other like garbage reality TV, but those movies sound
I don't know. I have a
terrible.
thing for crappy teenage like romance movies. I don't know what it is. I hate it myself. I hate myself. You think I don't look in the mirror every day and say I hate myself? I do. But this is a movie that makes me happy. So I'm going to take it to my grave. I think it's a crappy movie, but it makes me happy. Everybody has a thing that's absolutely shit but they like. So this is my thing. Is shitty teenage romance movies.
I like
Guys,
Twilight.
Okay.
Jake just loves love, everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jake
Let
loves
him love
love.
love.
So I love the kissing booth. Sean, what's your love?
All right, for my love this week, I'm gonna go with cornfield baseball. So for those of you who didn't see it, the Yankees and the Chicago White Sox played at the old Field of Dreams Stadium. It's an old baseball movie. I don't know if you haven't seen Field of Dreams, then you haven't seen Field of Dreams. That's on you. But they played a game at that actual stadium on the actual site of the movie, and it was just fucking awesome. Every single time they hit a home run, Joe Buck would be like, "That's a corn shot," and it just got me thinking. I think they need to play at least 10 games per team per season at some sort of corn-related venue because I'm addicted to watching balls go into corn stalks now. I don't know what it is about it. And the game itself was also electric. There was like a walk-off home run. The sky in Iowa looked awesome. It was just a sweet atmosphere. So, in the future, please, MLB, more corn
More
and more baseball.
corn. More
More corn.
corn. Yeah, it
I
was
haven't seen
sweet.
Field. Sorry, Jake.
No, I was literally gonna say what you were gonna say. I haven't seen Field of Dreams. Not the biggest
Oh,
baseball guy, but the corn was freaking sweet. I will give you that. I know there is that scene from Field of Dreams where they all come out of the corn. That's the
yeah,
only thing that I would change is like next time they play, all the players come out of the corn.
they
Like
did.
oh,
They
did they?
did.
They
Never
did it.
mind.
Yeah.
Hey, never mind.
That's what I'm saying. They
Never mind.
killed it. Like MLB is usually
Yeah.
pretty shitty with everything they do, like socially and graphically, but they really knocked it out of the park with this one. They did the whole shebang. They somehow had, I don't know why, but they had the announcers walk out of the corn too. So like A-Rod was walking out of the corn. That was a little bit funny and weird, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all in on those games. That was awesome. And you guys
I
need to watch
think.
Field of Dreams. What the fuck are you guys
Yeah.
doing?
I just haven't gotten to it. I'm not a baseball guy really, but I think like
Fantastic.
just sports leagues in general should do more of that. Like I know the NHL does like games at Lake Tahoe sometimes, and
Those are sweet.
the NFL, yeah, the NFL tried it like I mean in London, I guess, but like why wouldn't they do more of those? Like it seems like it's a no-brainer for getting people to talk about the game.
The
Like that
Pacers
one.
should play in like,
I'm sorry.
oh, sorry, Adam.
I was just gonna say like that one MSU North Carolina game that was on the
Yeah,
out in the what was it,
on the
Oh, the
aircraft
aircraft
carrier.
ship
aircraft carrier.
something? Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be super cool.
Just location-based games that are not the norm are awesome to
Yeah.
watch for some reason. I'll
I
watch them every time.
I think that they should do like throw back to your like old school roots like NFL just goes to like a random high school field and like just gets like 2,000 people to be able to go to the game and like everybody else just has to watch it on TV. And it's just like those 2,000 people get to see the game live and that's it.
People are like lining the fences, like looking over.
Yeah.
Cars are
Yeah.
parked at top. Yeah, I'm in on that. I like the movie like related, like we can do for basketball. The Pacers could play at the Hoosiers old stadium, that classic, like stuff like that. I'm all in on. Forget dude
Overrated
there.
movie. Um, my
Fuck,
love
fuck you.
is rodeos. I went to a rodeo the other day and it was absolutely outstanding. It's like crazy how fun watching bull riding is because it's like if you fall off, you're within an inch of your life and it happens like every 5 minutes. It's crazy. So much fun. There was one there was one event where they had like little kids ride on sheep. They call it mutton busting.
Oh.
Tons of fun. They have the kid not one kid lasted longer than 3 seconds on the back of the sheep.
Well, some
So it would
adults
just be
don't
like
last longer than 3 seconds, Mike. Bada bing.
Yes, Jake. Another zinger.
all right. Let me continue my mutton busting rant. It was delightful. They open the gate, you see a sheep shoot out, and then you see a little kid fly off the back of it. And then it just keeps happening. It's amazing.
How fast were they going out of the gate? Were they
You know
moving?
how fast sheep get, like 60, 70 miles an hour? Some
Why
of those
would these
sheep
guys
shot
put
out like
up
a
for
bullet
that
out of a
though?
gun.
So they didn't. Not one kid hung on.
No, not one.
Basically, just
None of them
watched
had
this
it.
little kid fall off a sheep.
Pretty much, it was great.
I would pay
If you
for a
go to a
ticket to see
rodeo,
that.
I would suggest making it to the mud busting event.
Why is it called mutton busting?
Because sheep are mutton. You get mutton from a sheep.
Oh,
But what's the bussin' part? Busting.
kids busting their
Busting.
head
Like
on
you
the
Busting
ground.
their ass.
kids, yeah, the kids busting their head on the ground.
I think I'm
It's
all
tons of
in.
fun though. Yeah, it's tons of fun. If you can go to a rodeo, go to a rodeo. Maybe like wear an American flag or something though. It's very patriotic there.
I think once we visit you, we all gotta go to a mutton busting event.
Can
Yeah.
Get some
can
content out of
this
that.
might be a degenerate thing to say, but can you bet on these kids and how long they will last on these sheep?
You know
I,
what? That would make it way better.
Yeah.
Way better.
I just want
I was
like the
also
sorry, I just had an idea. I just want the kids to like line up like elementary school football where they pick the numbers to test the kids and we just line up the kids and we get to look at them and be like, I pick you. You're my mutton busting champion. And then I throw 20 at the kid's head and I'm like, hang on to that sheep, you fuck. And then, yeah, that's all I want in
the
life.
the
I feel like
problem with it would be the timing because I'm telling you, not one of these kids made it longer than 1 second on the back of the sheep.
what Jake just said, you can clip that and send it into like a gambling addiction counseling center, and then like show that, and be like, when you get to this point, this is when you really know you have a problem.
Yeah.
When you start losing money on mutton busting,
I would gladly lose money on mutton busting just for a good laugh.
1-800-GAMBLERS.com if you have a problem.
Okay. I feel personally attacked a little bit. I hate this, and my hate for this week is the new taunting rule in the NFL. Basically, they came out and said they're not going to have any more fun anymore. It's fucking stupid. They changed the rule back a couple years ago to let players celebrate in the end zones. Now they can't even celebrate when they make a big play. The clip that's been going around is Colts like third string running back Benny LeMay. He had like a run where he basically carried like 7 dudes for like maybe like 15 yards and he shook off the last guy and he fell down and all he did was like throw the ball on the ground and maybe like flex a little bit. Boom, immediate 15-yard penalty like the play never happened. Everybody's been complaining about it on Twitter and I just can't wait for this to piss me off during the regular season cuz like we already said, this is definitely going to affect the Lions in some pivotal point this year with it being a new rule, so I can't fucking wait.
Yeah, we always have to watch out for that as Lions fans. What new rule could we get screwed over by? But I don't know. I don't think we have a lot to celebrate this year, so we might be in the clear.
yeah, I love this new rule. Personally, I don't think there's any room in today's game for fun. I would prefer it if everybody just as soon as the play is blown dead, they stand up and they walk straight over to their spot and they get back down in the stance. That's how I want the
No,
game to go.
you hand the ball to the ref, you shake his hand and
Yep.
say, "Thank you, sir."
Yeah,
And then you go back to the
act
huddle.
like you've been there. Am I right?
Act like you've been there.
Yeah.
But for real though, I
Maybe
don't
kiss the ref
understand
on the
why they
forehead a
just
little bit.
keep. I don't know why they keep actively trying to make the NFL less fun, and like on purpose. I don't get it. Everyone loves that shit. Like Tyreek running by people and giving them the peace sign because he's just absurdly fast. Like that's just cool. That makes the league fun. You can pass those videos along. You can get more content, get more people watching the game. Like I don't know. I don't get these moves at all.
Hmm.
But no, handed the ball to the ref. Never mind.
Shake his hand, kiss him on the forehead, tell him good job.
Yeah, then
Thank him for his service.
get on your knees and get ready to receive Roger Goodell's warm love.
Hmm.
That's the NFL that I like.
That's their slogan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get on your knees and receive the NFL. All right. Logan, Adam, give me your hate for the week.
All right. My hate is going to be room discrepancies in apartments. So I recently moved in with Adam. As you can see today, we just finished up. We got to our new apartment, really nice, really spacious living room and stuff. Walked into my room. I'm like, okay, pretty nice. Good, like a good sized college room. Walked into Adam's room. I think Adam is living in the Taj Mahal, and his doorway just transports you straight into the doors of the Taj Mahal because his room is maybe 2.5 to three sizes of mine. He's got his own half bath in his room, and he's got a walk-in closet. So he's pretty much living the life while I'm over here living with two door opener closet and walking across the hall to go pee at night. So he's
Yeah,
living lavish.
I can confirm this. I checked out their apartment yesterday. And yeah, like you said, I watched in your room. I was like, okay, there's not
Yeah.
too much to complain about here. And then I walked into like an it was just the most open room I've ever seen in my life. You can have a couch in there. You have a
Yeah.
grand piano in there. Like, Adam, you can do a lot with that room, actually. I think you should just use that space.
I'm picturing this room with like a massive water fountain in the middle and like
Yes.
swans flocking in.
He could put
Adam
like
has
three
a
of those
milk
in there
and
if
a
he wanted
quarter
to.
inch fountain.
I don't want to start a fight, but this is an ongoing fight that I've been having for 2 years with roommates and people getting half bathrooms. Are you going to make Adam pay more per month in rent because he has the half bathroom? Because if I was a roommate, I would put my foot down for this shit.
That's a good recommendation, Jacob.
Way
You
to
know what?
preface that with, I don't want to start a fight.
That's a good negotiating starting place. But I think if we can end up at the spot where he's making me a couple more dinners a week than the usual, I think I'll be able to settle on that.
This is not the art of the deal. You don't give away what your end goal is. Start with the highest thing.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Hey,
Have him pay for your rent too.
Yeah.
yeah. What do you
Maybe-
think?
Adam's stomach just
Don't
dropped.
like this conversation.
Yeah, we need to go by square footage here, so that's how it's going to be from now
Yeah,
on.
so I'll send a contractor up to you guys and have them exactly measure out each room, and then we can figure out the percentage of what each person should be paying per rent. So, sounds
like
only
it, I
fair.
like it.
Adam, if this isn't your new hate, please tell me your old one.
Yeah, so my hate is just moving. I absolutely hate moving. It was like for the past 4 days, I've just been picking up and putting down boxes and going back and forth from my car to my apartment.
Penske
And
truck. Penske
yeah, I'm just sick of it, and it looks like a tornado came through our living room. So yeah, I just hate moving. And I have to do it every 2 years, I feel like. Every year, maybe.
Does it give you PTSD flashbacks of working at the Penske truck with the strong man?
No. I love that job.
That job was
We
awful.
we were a duo.
I think we have had moving on one of our hates 4 straight podcasts in a row.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying in general. I think it's a nice common theme amongst us.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving
Just be a
sucks.
mainstay.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Unless you're moving forward. But a ding!
Hey!
Another singer! I'm on fire
Oh.
today.
Clip it. Clip
Especially
it.
if you're moving forward in a leaping motion, like Saltigrade.
Can he get his
That's
word
two
of the
for
day
me.
used taken away for that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
That
crazy.
one, the way you fumbled the bag on that one makes me think that we should almost take away the first one because of how
That's
clean
what
the
I'm
first
saying.
one
What are
was,
you
then how
talking
bad
about?
the
I've used
second
it
one
twice.
was.
Neither of you have even sniffed it
You're
yet.
trying to run up the score, buddy.
Yeah, keep
I'm
running
trying to
up
run
the
up the score.
score.
I'm trying to rub it in.
Well, the salt in the wounds hurt, Mike. I thought we all wanted to see each other thrive, not put each other down. I'm kind of
You're
disappointed.
trying to Saltigrade past us right now. How'd that go?
Dude,
Give me
Adam
give
Logan.
me a ruling on that one. Anyone hear that?
I heard it.
I think we're going to allow that one to play.
Yes.
Fuck. So, do Logan and Adam have to say this, or now do I just have to find a way to get this in the next thing
All
too?
you.
All
No,
me?
dude, it's gotta be organic. You're the last one, man.
Okay. Sounds good.
And it has to be a beer too. You can't do a seltzer or anything.
I'm not doing a beer. I'd rather chug a
Oh
half
my
gallon
God.
I
of
think Jake would
vodka.
explode.
Yeah, for
You'd rather
context for the
shotgun
rest of the
seltzer.
listeners, Jacob is a staunch hater of all beers.
I think it tastes
and
like
no
ass. I just
Well,
don't
yeah.
like it.
Obviously.
Okay.
Grow up.
All right. Can I add another hate? Because
Let's tell you.
okay. Well, I feel like almost at this point I should take the punishment just so I can rub it in your guys' faces while I just chug the seltzer, and that's gonna be delicious
It's
to
not
me.
a chug. It's a shotgun.
I can
It's a
shotgun
shotgun.
a seltzer. People do it all the time.
Psychopaths. Just drink a beer.
Non-cool people do.
All
Yeah.
right.
It's all right. Actually,
Somebody else
that's a
give me
good
your hate.
content idea. I like it.
Okay, my hate. I'll go to my hate. My hate is nicking your balls when you shave
Oh.
because I did it today.
Mm.
and oh my God, I've been walking around in just pain.
Mm.
I've been itchier than a senator in a Sunday service.
Need some baby pal.
I do really bad because it was hot as fuck out today too. It was like 95,
Oh, poor
and I was
Michael.
outside all day.
Hmm.
I feel like when you're doing that, it's like performing surgery. Like I'm never gonna
Yeah,
actually perform surgery, but that's the closest I'm gonna get. One
yeah,
wrong move, and my God, that is the worst pain you can do to yourself.
yep. And I've been like walking with a hitch in my giddy up
Yeah.
for
Man, you really are a cowboy now.
yeah, dude. The rodeo changed me. Yeah, but I've been hurting all day, and I did it with like an electric razor too, because I have one of those, and
Oh,
it
you
was
didn't just
great.
take a straight razor to your
No,
nut?
no, I'm not giving it like a fade with a razor.
No, I just want to go to a place where I have to take off my pants and they put like a towel over me and he goes in there with like a straight and he just like slowly just curves his way around and
What
figures
will
it
it be
out.
Fines you
today,
up.
Jake?
Can I do see I want to do a two. I want to fade it on the sides and then at the top I want it to be a heart.
I get
It's a little off the top.
You get like the little Drake heart cut into it,
Yeah.
show a picture of Drake's head, but can you do something like
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, please do this.
and they go to your head, and you're like, "What are you doing?" And then you pull it out.
Dude.
Oh shoot.
But yeah, that's my hate, nicking your balls while you're shaving.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's
Oh, we're still
absolutely
going.
awful and I hate it. No, I'm trying to like give him more time because I know Sean's about to go in this really deep, long story that I'm not really going to 100% fully understand. So I'm just kind of mentally preparing myself to hear this whole thing. Sean, let me try. Me and Mike, people who weren't there to understand this story. It is your time. Take your platform. Let's hear what
Oh
you have to
yeah.
say.
Storytelling typically works. I'll give you a little bit of a picture, but so we were out last night. I was visiting Adam and Logan's new apartment, and we decided to go to downtown Bay City. Nice area, very nice. Live music, the whole shebang. They had seats outside. There's one bar called Lucky's, and Lucky's was happened to be a concert venue, but on nights like this, it turns into a club event. So they had a normal club stuff going on, music, lights, all the DJ, the whole shebang. And it's getting later in the night, and so this is where it comes to the point where I don't know if this is a love or a hate, but just going to the bar with Adam and Logan is always some sort of an experience. I'll start with what Logan was doing. So me and him were having conversations the whole night, like, hey, this music's not very good. This sounds like I'm in some sort of homecoming dance. Like the DJ was not the best. He was playing like Cupid Shuffle, wedding music. That's the only way to describe it. Me and Logan were talking about it, like, wow, he might be losing customers. And Logan just took that ball and ran with it. He first started by flagging down the DJ, waving his hands. Hey, hey, hey. The DJ calls him up on the stage. No one else is on the stage. It's a bare stage with just the DJ. So I look up from my seat, and all of a sudden I just see Logan in a full conversation with the DJ, giving him suggestions about what he should be playing and why he shouldn't have been playing. He almost got kicked out like 2 times. So that was the start of it. He comes back, he's like, oh, just made friends with him, but he can't play the music. And the owner tells him to play this type of music. So he's like, well, I guess I go have to talk to the owner. I like laughed it off. I was like, oh, well, that's funny. Like, no one's actually going to talk to the owner about this. Oh, no. I looked over next, and Logan is in a full blown conversation with the owner of the club, telling him how he's losing customers by playing this type of music and what he can be doing differently. And we have a meeting with him next Tuesday to explain to him the benefits of what different music would do for him. So that all went down in one night. And meanwhile, while this is all going down, the resident MILF hunter on the podcast, Adam, is fully down another 30-year-old woman's throat who has a kid the entire night as he's talking to another older woman. I've never seen anything like it. I was like, what in the hell is going on around here? It's like 2 in the morning. I'm trying to leave, but all this is going on at the same time, so it was an experience. Like, my God.
Wow. I don't even know if I have words after that story. Wow.
I think the funniest shit in the world is just looking up and seeing Logan in a full blown conversation with the DJ, just screaming in his ear. Can you give us some insight on that?
Yeah, so that was like honestly one of the last things I expected I'd be doing that night. Um, so I tried to flag the guy down to like come down to me at the stage or like in front of the stage, but he flags me up onto the stage behind the DJ booth. So I'm
Right
standing
next to
behind the
you.
DJ booth. About every 2 minutes, a security guard comes to kick me out, and DJ Rue, that was his name, just flags away the security guard. He's like, "No, this is my boy." Um, so we just started talking. He told me how he opened for like the baby and like Migos down in PCB, and got to know him, and then I eventually went on a wild goose chase to find the owner and had about a probably a 20-minute conversation with him about his target market and which demographic he's trying to appeal to. So
And then on the way home, me and him just planned out our meeting with
yeah.
him and what we were gonna do in our PowerPoint presentation and why he should change the music at the bar. So I
Are
don't
you
know
guys
what
gonna
you
go
guys
to
do
this
at the
meeting?
bar, but that's what we're up to lately.
Um, I,
Are you
I, I I was so game last night to go to this meeting, and then I woke up this morning. Remember, I had it, and I immediately regret everything I did last night.
Well, the content part of me wants you to go and film this meeting so that we can put it out on YouTube, please,
Mm,
or
yes,
record it.
please. Not you were insistent on it too. You're like, I know I'm drunk right now, but I swear to God, like we're having this meeting.
I just get like that when I'm drunk. I feel like I turn into like Elon Musk and wanna
Turn to
build
bike
Amazon
entrepreneur. Yeah.
like from the ground up. So I don't know.
Yeah, so that
Wow,
was my love hate. That was what an experience that was. My
that was an
God.
absolute roller coaster of
Hmm.
just. That might be one of the greatest stories I've ever heard in my entire life. That's great. That's amazing.
So we got to go back.
Yeah.
Bottom line, we have to
Yes.
bring everyone down.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. Okay, moving on. We're now going to shift the focus over to our producers, Adam and Logan, who have another segment of advice. We heard that a lot of people really like this segment, so we're going to keep it going for as long as people like to hear it. So, just a quick recap. Me, Mike, and Sean are going to give advice from a Reddit prompt that Logan and Adam have found, and I can't be worse than the last one. So, Mike or Adam, Logan, let's hear it.
All right, so we're gonna get your guys' advice on how this person can get over some of their fears. This one comes from you Stargazer 1186 off of Reddit. Um, and their prompt is, how do I get over my fear of automation and AI? I've always been kind of scared of robots ever since I was little. I don't know why I hate them, but I just do. In fact, I honestly really hate everything being high tech in general, and is really starting to make me depressed. Is that abnormal?
This guy sounds like one of the people who would be like, only if I was born a couple decades earlier, I would have lived my best life in the 1950s with no technology. I don't know. It is a little bit creepy and a little scary to think like how far we've come even the past 20 years and to think where we're going to be in 20 years from now. So, he might slowly be transforming me to be a little afraid of AI and robots and everything. I think we'd all should be at least a little afraid.
That's good advice for him. I don't know. What you gotta do is just use it and then realize how helpful it is and then just forget about it. That's what I did. Like, who cares? What's it gonna do to you? What's Alexa gonna do to me? No legs
I,
are gonna come out of it and attack me and like slap me across the face.
knock on
Just
wood.
there to like answer a question like, "Oh, how many oceans are there?" Oh, thanks, Alexa. Like,
I think if this guy's really like worried about like he really wants to improve and like grow to be less afraid of technology, I think he should like buy a an automated flashlight that'll move
mm,
with you like electronically. I
yes.
think that would be probably a good investment for him.
Okay, I had a
Really
very
fun.
similar idea getting into my real advice. I think that one of his buddies should just strap like a Oculus onto his face for maybe like 24 hours and just let him have some VR porn. I think he'd be much more appreciative after a VR porn experience and just say like, you know what, hey, this is actually pretty sweet. So, uh,
Is that AI and robots though?
well, it's a step in the right direction. This is introducing him to AI and robots. Like
Yeah,
this is like
Yeah.
We don't start with
Okay.
heroin, Sean. We start with grass, and then we go to cocaine, and we slowly ramp
Mhm.
our way up.
Okay, now I'm getting the way you're thinking.
Yeah.
So we
You
just
can't
start
just
him with
jump
like
off a cliff.
yeah. So we
Yeah.
have to start him with the VR porn, and then work our way up to like a sex doll or something like that, and then he actually falls in love with the AI, and we just flip his whole life around. Okay, there it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can't salt and grade around this. We have to slowly get our way to the top. We can't be doing all this.
He's got to like take an
Flapjack.
Alexa out on a date or something, or Siri. Just have like a full blown conversation with her. Try to get to understand them.
Yeah.
Before you
Imagine that
judge
wedding.
them.
Like, what do you
There's a
wear to
whole
that?
movie about that.
There is a movie.
I-
Her? Yeah. Good movie.
There was I don't know exactly how the story went, so Mike can correct me if I'm wrong at any point in any of this, but I think this was maybe
Her?
high school. No, a story
Oh,
after
sorry.
her.
Keep going.
So I remember vaguely, I think it was the time that it was just you, me, and your brother were staying at your dad's house. And I think there was a time where there was a story about something like him really, really liking the movie or something like that. And there was a brief point in time of us being concerned that he might fall in love with his smartphone. I don't know. I think I could be completely wrong and making something up, but I thought this was an actual thing. I really do. I
I
thought
don't
it
remember
was.
that, to be honest with you.
Did Tom
Yeah, I
Godchalk
don't,
submit that on Reddit? He's afraid of how much he loves AI.
I do not remember that.
Could have been my own sick, twisted mind. I'm sorry, Tom. You don't deserve this. This is my fault.
All right, so I think we solved that problem.
Yeah, I
We're
think
two
we
for
solved this
two.
guy's problem.
Wow.
Well, look at us. We're just going to become an advice podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, tech podcast, advice podcast. What else can't we do?
There's nothing that we can't do. Speaking of things you can do during the summer, this week's draft or this episode's draft will be summer activities. So Michael was our last champion, so he will pick the order before we started filming. It will go Michael number 1, me number 2, Sean 3, Logan Adam, and then going back around. We had an absolutely electric draft segment last time, pretty pretentious. I don't know what Sean's punishment's going to be for coming in dead last, but we should definitely have to think of something.
Okay. Gotta address this real quick. That was ridiculous, everyone. I did not realize how many toast haters and toast enemies I had out there. I've never received such backlash or anything in my life. I was getting people texting me about it. I was every single person that brought it up, they were like, "What the hell is wrong with it?" I didn't understand. And I'm just gonna blame the draft itself. I think we should have done hangover cures. Hangover foods is dumb.
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
give
Change
you
topic.
to hand up. I don't give you much hate on the toast thing. I think the
Thank
granola
you.
bars
The
was a
granola bars.
far worse pick.
Granola bars was
I
an
didn't
all-time
also
Yeah,
favorite.
realize
that
I've
was a
just
bad
always
pick.
had granola bars in my house. I didn't realize there's such a I don't know. I thought people just had those in their house as like a household item.
I have
Is that
cheese in
not the
my house
case?
too. I don't eat it when I'm hungover though.
Yeah.
It's easy. I'm not gonna go in on this again.
Okay,
Granola
yeah,
bars are good. Toast is
let's
good.
stop before this thing starts to
I'm redeeming
spiral.
myself this week.
Okay.
Watch Sean draft like skiing for his number one summer activity.
Okay,
Ice fishing.
Okay.
Mike,
Mike,
let's go. Start it
your,
out.
it's your start, Mike. Go ahead.
All right, my number one pick for summer day activities is a boat day. I feel like that's probably the best thing you can do on a nice summer day.
It's a good
Anybody have
pick.
any arguments?
No, it's a great pick.
No, that's solid.
Okay.
Okay. Mine's very similar to a boat day. This might be kind of something you do when you're younger. Even us as grown adults still like to do it now and then. I'm going to go with tubing. I think tubing's a great summertime activity, especially when you were younger. It's great to get behind a boat or a jet ski, get whipped around for a little bit. Definitely wears you out for the long summer days. And as we've gotten older, being drunk while tubing has also been a whole lot of fun. So I think it's absolutely awesome.
Okay.
Tubing
Well,
solid.
I think I got first overall value in this pick, but go to the beach. That is an outstanding summer activity, a mainstay, I'd say. And yeah, go to the beach.
It's a great one. Can't disagree.
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna like a lot of the activities that we're gonna be.
Yeah, I know this is. I don't know who's going to pick a
Yeah,
bad one.
I don't know if we're gonna have a lot of people hating on this one. So, all right, Logan, Adam, you got two.
All right, I'm gonna do the first one. Um, My first one's going to be drinks outside or just eating outside, like patio restaurants.
Mm,
That's probably one of my favorite things to do. There's just
that's a good
something
one.
something about drinking a beer outside and eating a good meal outside.
Just like last
Love
night
that
too,
one.
we were just sitting in like a middle of the street, just drinking a beer, listen to live music. Life was good.
Yeah, solid.
All right, I'm gonna go with is especially on like a really hot day, but just going and getting some ice cream after like a day of
Mm,
activities.
Mm.
Best.
This is
that's
a
a
delightful
steal.
draft.
Yeah, this is making me
Yeah.
really happy.
Yeah, me too.
I know
This is great.
I'm just having fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like this one. I think we needed to calm down after last week's draft.
yeah.
I'll
So,
just
so.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, Sean.
Okay. There's a lot of value on the board still. I'm gonna go to a baseball game, like a Major League Baseball game. Hot summer day. Go grab a dog, go grab a beer, sit in the stands. It's just awesome. It's an experience. I don't know. Baseball game. Baseball and summer are like synonymous with each other too, so I think it's a good one.
I really like this one. It's a sport you can really only play during the summer. I'm gonna go with beach volleyball. I think beach volleyball is super, super fun. Good time. You know, it's a game that gets everybody involved. So beach volleyball.
Another great one.
Yeah, fuck. Does anyone
All
have a
right, so
bad
I
one?
got
I don't think it's possible.
I think if we still have a lot left to go in this
Yeah.
draft, but I think if somebody really fucks up a pick, they're gonna get hounded on pretty hard. So I think in my head, I'm
I'm
not
so
picking
scared,
for a
honestly.
winner. I'm just thinking in my head like, what is the safest way to go?
Yeah, I'm
No, how do you
genuinely
think I feel
terrified.
right now? I'm shaking. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to get shit on
Um,
again.
all right, it's me, right? And I got two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. My second pick is going to be a bonfire.
Oh, okay. I was scared when you were
Great
rubbing
pick.
your head for a little bit. That's something you were gonna go risky.
No, bonfire is big for me. I think. All right, I think this one might be a little tough. It's kind of a personal preference thing, but I love going to the water park. I love a water park,
Oh,
and you can
no,
Yep.
really only
that's a
do it
good
in the
one.
summer.
Yep. Yep.
That's a good one.
But I mean, if you're not a water park person, if you're overly clean, might not
Yeah.
be for you.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I can't disagree with that there. I'm not a big
Oh,
roller coasters
fuck.
person, so I'm a big water park guy
Yeah.
instead. Uh okay, I don't know. I'm concerned that this one is like too close to like Logan and Adams. So if you want to veto, you can veto. I think it's a bit different. But we experienced this last week. This is kind of where the whole idea of drafts got started. I think a rooftop bar, especially during summer, you're not going to want to do it in the winter. An outside rooftop bar.
That's
Is that too close?
I think that's too
It's
close.
pretty much
Okay.
exactly what I said. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I wasn't 100% sure. I had a backup. Okay. So kayaking. Kayaking will be my
Good.
pick.
Yep.
Hmm.
Great.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, I'm gonna go to an amusement park. I'm gonna make that like just going to like Cedar Point, Six Flags, whatever's in your area. That's a mainstay. Ride a roller coaster. That's like just summer personified in my head, just like walking into a music park. So there it is.
I like it. I was gonna go with that too, but I feel like amusement parks are like they divide people. You're either a roller coaster person or you're not.
But the best thing about an amusement park is it's not just roller coasters. You can play games. There's like restaurants and
Yeah.
shit. Like it's versatile. It's hard to be like a boardwalk. Those are awesome. No
No
boardwalks around here.
complaints.
I'm just going strictly off of what I've seen on
Yeah.
the internet, but
Amusement park's a great pick. Logan,
yeah,
Adam, you got two to wrap up the draft.
unfortunately.
Mine is going to be driving with the windows down and playing music. It's just not something you can do during the winter. And once you get that first nice day and you can roll all the windows down in your car and just kind of drive it feels good. You get to turn the AC and the heat off. It's a great feeling.
Damn it.
That is delightful too.
I don't hate any of these picks. I don't
I
like
don't hate
this.
one
I
single
was
pick.
ready to get really combative with everyone today.
Also, real quick, Jake, aren't we doing another round after them? Don't we go back through one more time?
No, there's these final two picks, and then we're wrapping back up. It's
Okay,
these two
I was
picks,
just
and then
making
we're
sure.
going back through. Yeah, it's their
Gotcha.
last two picks, is
Wow.
what I was
I
basically
hear
saying.
you. I hear you. I just needed to double check.
Yeah.
All
You're good.
right. And I'm gonna go with just wearing sandals.
Mm.
You guys had
Oh,
a
there it is.
There it is.
What kind of sandals we
What
talking?
can
We
I
got
say?
like flip flops.
Birkenstocks.
You talking Birkenstocks?
Yeah. If
Mm.
I think 90%, like I just love like the first day you can go outside and you wear sandals.
Get your
I don't know.
get some sun on your piggies.
Yeah, air them out a little
I
bit.
feel-
They've been in hibernation all winter. I mean,
Okay, Zig though, like there's some people out there with some nasty ass feet, and I don't necessarily love other people wearing sandals.
Yeah, that just opens up a whole can of worms. Now I don't know what I'm gonna see on the streets. I don't like sandals personally. I don't like seeing them on people.
I don't like wearing them in public. Like if I got to pee at a urinal, sandals are
that
my
is
worst
disgusting.
enemy.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, your pick.
I'm gonna go with outdoor concert.
Mm.
Like going to like
Really good.
DT, just any live music in general. It doesn't matter who it is, they can suck. I just like sitting outside and listening to music. It sounds way better. So, outdoor concert.
Yeah, mine's pretty similar, kind of in concept to Sean. Like drinking games are already fun, but when you can play drinking games in the water, that takes them to another level,
Mm,
and it's absolutely electric. So mine is drinking games that you can play in the water.
that's a
Okay,
good pick too.
strong. All right, final pick
Wait,
of the draft.
I'll push back on that just a little bit. How many drinking games can you actually play on the water?
You can play some fun
True.
flip cup that gets everybody involved. You can play beer pong in the water. Die's pretty
Yeah.
tough, but you can play beer ball. That's a good one. You can even get to the point where you can do some stuff where you're doing like relay races with flip cup games. I think it's pretty versatile.
Okay, you're right. That was a good rebuttal.
You can get waterproof cards.
Uh,
Waterproof
What?
cards.
Yeah, like a
Cards?
waterproof deck of cards. Bring it out there in the water. Sweet.
Is that
Play like
real?
poker.
you play some
Play
blackjack
some
around the
blackjack.
table. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out there playing Go Fish.
Play
Yeah,
solitaire by myself out there in the water.
All right, last pick of the draft
Last pick.
is a classic. You may call it cornhole, you may call it bags,
Mm.
but whatever you call it, it's a delightful summer game that brings out the best in everybody.
I was gonna say
Cornhole.
yard games is gonna be my pick or my honorable mention, but I'm glad someone picked that one up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna push back on Mike's a little bit because I think cornhole is best in the fall with a tailgate, which is
Ooh,
a fall thing over a
excellent
summer
point.
thing.
Fair. I think it's a good barbecue game as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a versatile game. You can play it during a lot of different times. I'm not going to hate on cornhole because it was one of the things that I had on my list. But the thing that pushed me away from it was the fact that, personally for me, I love it on a Saturday or a Sunday when you're watching football. That was my big thing about it.
Fair. I love that as well. I think it's a versatile game.
Very versatile.
All of like a 6 month span where it just dominates all other
Oh, for
games
sure.
in existence. It's beautiful.
I have one on. I was looking at this list real quick. I just wanted to mention it. Let me see what number it was. Um, but one of the things I saw when I was doing my research was go to the local library.
Oh,
Mm.
Has
that would have
anybody
been a bad
anybody
pick.
been doing that this summer?
That would have been a bad
Nothing
pick.
better than
Without a
sitting
catapult,
in the
without a tank
library
feet.
Cannot say I have.
and looking outside of what summer could be like
You
while
were a
reading a nice
fucking nerd.
book. God.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I had one out of God damn. I've been squeaky the second half of this episode. I had one honorable mention. It's not for everybody because some people don't have the patience for it or they're not big tanning people, but I love tanning by a pool. That one was up there for me. Like a drink in hand, tanning by the pool, listening to music. I absolutely love it.
Oh wow. You just segregated my fair skinness. I can't do it.
yeah, I can't
I
do
just
that either.
burn. Fucking sucks. You do tan really well.
Thank you.
It's a big plus for you. I'm just
Like that sweet
I'm
tan you
jealous
got
of it.
before
Thank you.
we went to Florida that one
Yeah, my spray tan. Yeah, it was pretty
year.
sweet.
Yeah.
I'm at the point where I just can't get a spray tan because it just looked too weird if I showed up tan one day. Like it
What do
just
you
wouldn't.
mean? I was orange for the first 2 days that we were in Florida senior year of high school.
At least you've been tan before. Like I've never been tan, so I feel like no one would. It would not look good at all. Just shock everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam Logan, any honorable mentions?
This is very niche, but mowing the grass.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
it's a
Yeah.
fucking chore.
No, I
Why don't
love
you pick like
mowing
weeding?
What?
Fucking
Yeah.
doing the dishes. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Vacuuming.
I absolutely love taking out the trash on a nice summer evening.
Cleaning the garbage disposal is my favorite thing to do.
Oh yeah.
Cleaning out the gutters.
Nothing like a nice warm summer day of cleaning the toilets. Oh, the best.
Mm.
If you would have said power washing, I would have understood.
Yeah,
Power
Oh,
washing is
that's
the,
nice.
Shit.
power washing is the shit.
That's a good one. What about honorable mention
Oh, golf.
moving families out of houses for 10 straight hours in the dead hot heat of summer? How that one would have done? I think Adam and I would have thought it's great, but I don't know.
That's
if anybody
first
else
round.
thinks the same.
It's first round value right there.
Wow, I think we really summed it up, guys.
Yeah,
All right.
I think this
I'm
is a
going to win
great
this one. I need
this
to.
this is a great draft. The only pick that I'm like really just like the wearing sandals part. Like,
That one might
Yeah.
have fucked you guys.
Adam might have catapulted it for you, Log.
Yeah.
No, I was fully behind it. I supported that pick.
so you stand by your husband lover Adam of wearing sandals.
Yes, we will wear our sandals over here while you guys can laugh at us.
I don't
Okay.
hate
Right.
sandals. I hate other people wearing sandals.
Yeah, that's my thing too.
True. There are sandal people and there are definitely people that are not sandal people. And the not sandal people need to kind of get a grip on what is going on because
Yeah.
The people who are not sandal people are the people who wear sandals the most.
yeah, that's a big problem we have with
They
the
wear them wrong.
with the sandal community.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Though, they just like someone will curl up in like a white pair of socks and like these
Oh.
Birkenstocks. Like just is it hurts my eyes.
You
I
just
can't-
described what I wear every single day of my life.
Why are you wearing socks with sandals, dude? It doesn't look good.
Yes,
Because I'm not a foot guy. I don't want people seeing my feet.
And put shoes on.
wear shoes.
I don't want to put shoes on. It's summer. My feet are hot.
But you're wearing socks still.
You're wearing socks.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I don't want people to see my feet.
We're just talking circles.
I think we're gonna be. Yeah, we're gonna get. All right, that will wrap up this
Yeah.
episode of the Moving Forward podcast. I'm cutting us off there. Make sure to vote on the Twitter poll. It will be on Twitter at Moving Forward Pod, FWD Moving Forward. It will be a 1 day poll. Vote as many times as you can. Share the poll. Like who you like to win. I think since all three of us used the word this time, I think the loser of the poll should have to do a shotgun. Agreed?
Fair. Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
Wait, did you use it?
I did.
Yeah, Jake did. He snuck it
Yeah.
in. I don't even remember, but he snuck it in.
He sneaks them in just like
Well, you did a good job
So
of it. I didn't even
seamlessly.
notice you did it. So
I don't think you pronounced it very good, but you know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
You did
I
your
think you
best.
butchered it, but
Yeah.
I'm
it's
not
okay. You
good.
used it.
Big words hard for me. But yeah. Make sure to go vote in the Twitter poll. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Moving Forward Pod. Same thing as Twitter. Sean's been killing the TikTok game. He posted a great one about Killian Hayes not being a bust. We post our clips of the day there. TikTok has been doing absolutely amazing. So follow the TikTok, the Moving Forward Pod, all spelled out. And then make sure if you want to watch the YouTube version of seeing us actually in person, that is at YouTube Loth11. And of course, you can get the podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that. But yeah, great episode, guys. Looking forward to seeing what the people think about the draft. Okay,
Peace.
I thought somebody would say something. But until next
I have
time,
nothing
oh,
else.
yeah, I got something.
okay.
A couple new TikToks coming this week. I'm doing more player breakdowns, so look out for that.
Yep, Sean will be doing more player breakdowns. See that on the TikTok. Until next time, peace.